We often find ourselves helping customers troubleshoot noise problems, electrical noise problems on cranes that's causing interference with equipment. The trouble with troubleshooting electrical noise on a crane is that you've never got the gear with you to do it. Nobody carries an oscilloscope to site, and a digital multimeter isn't going to pick up a 5 microsecond spike. So we were doing some testing yesterday on our EMC test bench, generating some spikes and feeding it into the equipment. And I thought it'd be great to shoot some video of what you see when we know we're generating spikes into there, so that if you see it on the crane, then you know that there's an electrical noise problem. Hopefully then it saves you having to work blind. So what we're going to do now is generate a couple of kilovolt pulse into the display and watch what happens when we push the button to send that spike down the line. Boom! The display corrupted, just briefly, and it recovered. So if you find that we'll do it again in a second. So if you see a display glitch when you hoist or when you long or cross travel, it's a pretty good indication that there's an electrical noise problem or electrical noise being generated at that point. Now let's have a look at a lift log. Lift logs are a bit easier to troubleshoot because we can see more. Here we're generating 1 kilovolt spikes, and we're feeding it into the system, and we'll turn that on in a second. You'll be able to see on the laptop which is connected to the lift log there exactly what that looks like. Okay, so here you can see the inputs north, south, east, west are glitching on and off as these spikes come in. We're generating bursts of spikes here. When we increase the spike level to 2 kilovolts, you'll start to notice the unit goes into overload. The LED goes LED intermittently, and that's a classic example that you've got electrical noise on the system. Also at 2 kilovolts, you notice the load has shifted to 2.5 tons from 4 tons. That's because the noise is getting into the load cell signal, and when we turn that off, turn the noise off, it goes back up to 4.2 tons. So if you see any of these sorts of behaviours, it's a really good indication that you've got electrical noise on your crane. Give us a call and we'll help you work through it. Cheers.